Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and the first thing is this, guys. In this video, I'm gonna give you guys 5 different ways to start investing today as a teenager, anywhere between 13 to 18 years old. And yes, I said 18 because it's still a teen, okay? And on top of that, I wish I watched this video when I was like 13 years old. But either way, back when I was 13 years old, you couldn't talk to me about investing. You could only talk to me about Call of Duty and playing video games and buying PlayStations. That's all I cared about, okay? So whether I watched this video back then or not, like, it wouldn't matter. But you right here, if you're a teenager watching this video right here, you looked for it. So I'm basically guessing that you're actually interested in this type of stuff, okay? Now, the first thing is this, guys. Comment down below and let me know exactly what is your goal for 18 years old. Like, how much money do you actually want to have saved up by the time you hit 18 years old? Comment down below, let me know. And if you ask me, guys, when I was 18, I had around $10,000. And by age 19, I lost it all. And by age 23, now I have around $120,000 in cash, basically, like liquid, okay? Now, the whole thing is this, guys. The last thing I want is for you guys to go through what I went through. So hopefully with this video right here, you learn from my mistakes, and that way you can start investing now and not make the same mistakes I made back then. And by the way, guys, I do make videos on YouTube every single day, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified, and on top of that, also destroy the like button. Now, the first thing is this, guys. Before we get started here, I'm gonna give you guys 3 things I wish I had when I was a teenager to help me invest in, because I didn't have these things. And if I had these things back then, again, I would have not paid attention. But if someone had forced me to listen to it, like they forced me through middle school and high school, and even some of college, well, I probably would have learned it either way, okay? Now, the first thing is this, guys. It's 3 books here. The first book is called The Richest Man In Babylon. The second book is called The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. And the third book is called The Little Book About Investing by John C. Bogle. And by the way, a little bonus here is actually called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, okay? Now, if you read those books, I guarantee you, you will not go through what I went through when I was a teenager or even at 18 and 19 when I lost money, okay? If you read these books right here, you will avoid that, but most importantly, you will make almost triple the money that I have right now if you do this steadily, okay? That's the whole point. And now the first way to actually start investing, guys, is actually by investing in a retirement account, aka a Roth IRA account, which stands for an individual retirement account. Now, Tommy, what is this and how does it work? The answer is, well, although you might not be planning to actually retire right now, the point is when you are a teenager, you're probably not making that much money. So this way, Uncle Sam, the government, doesn't tax you that much money, so you can put more money in that account without being taxed as much because you're in a low tax bracket, and that way you get to save more money and invest more money for retirement. Now, how do I get this? The answer is very simple, guys. All you need is to have a job, employment. That's all. On top of that, your parents need to go out there and make themselves a custodial account for you, a custodial IRA account. Now, if you want to do this, go to Fidelity or, for example, Vanguard or even Schwab's. Is it Schwab's? Schwab's? I can't say that word, but here it is right here, okay? But if you go there, they can help you out with the entire system. Now, Tommy, why would I do this so early on? The answer is, although you might not want to retire right now, the benefits are basically, guys, that your money grows tax-free. On top of that, it means you don't get taxed on it, by the way. And on top of it, you can take the money out whenever you want without any penalty, because if you take that money out, usually there's a penalty, but this time when you do a Roth IRA, there are no penalties. So for example, if you saved up every single year around $5,000 into your Roth IRA account, Tommy, that's a lot of money. I don't make that much money. The answer is, well, that's only around $100 per week. And if you do have a job and you're working at least like 40 hours or like 30 hours every single week, you will make that money, okay? But if you put that money in and you start at 13 and you save it until you're 18 years old, by the end of age 18, you will have around $28,000 at a 7% interest rate. This is awesome, by the way. And if you hold that money for more time, for example, until you're 30 years old, well, that money right there will multiply to around $125,000. So obviously a lot of money. So the earlier you start, the better it is. So I recommend right now, if you're 13, 15, or even 18, start right now with your Roth IRA account, okay? That's the first way to start investing. And by the way, I wish I knew this and I wish I did this a long time ago. But again, all I care about was Call of Duty back then and and just spend the money on dumb stuff. But hopefully you're smarter than me. Now, number 2, guys, is basically getting a broker account. And again, you will need a custodial, meaning that your parent needs to make this account for you. But the point is you can actually invest into index funds with your entire broker custodial account. Now, Tommy, why would I invest into index funds and why not into individual stocks? Now, I'm not saying you can't do that, but if you do want to invest into individual stocks, again, those books will come in handy because again, it does take a lot of work to learn how to do that. However, with index funds is what I call boring investing, meaning you invest your money, it grows, it's very boring, but at the same time, it does make you money over time, and that is what you're looking for. So for example, if you invest into an index fund like the S&P 500 by Vanguard, that means you own the top 500 companies in America, and basically if one company falls down like Facebook or Amazon, it doesn't matter, okay? The point is your money grows steadily according to the market, but the con is basically, you know, you won't have like, oh my gosh, a 28% or 50% here. The answer is no. It's boring and very predictable, so you'll gain around every single year between 5 to 7% according to history, okay? That's how it works. And by the way, when you do this, it's basically called diversification. And although the shares are very expensive, like around $281 right now, I think, it will take some time to actually build up a lot of shares, but step by step, you can build it up, and then boom, you start investing very early. By the way, again, investing into your own index funds are very important. And however, guys, if you do still want to invest into individual stocks, like for example, Amazon or Facebook or Apple, I recommend before you do that, you read The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. And that way you learn exactly how to calculate a stock, how it works, what its value is, so that way you don't lose a ton of money. And that's number 2 right here. Now, number 3, by the way, when I was in college, I did this, I made a lot of money, yes. So the point is you do need to understand how stocks work. It's not just like, hey, Apple is so good. The answer is no. Understand companies, understand how they work, and understand that by reading that book. And again, if you guys don't have any money, I'll link down below my Audible link, and that way you get 2 free books. You can actually get The Intelligent Investor if you want to, or for example, another book for free. And if you cancel inside a membership within 1 month, guess what? You can still keep those books right then and there, okay? So there you go. Now, number 3, guys, is basically going out there and investing into real estate. But Tommy, I can't afford a house. My parents can't afford a house. How am I supposed to do it? The answer is very simple, guys. If you can't afford a house, that's fine. I don't expect you to. But the point is you can learn about real estate and how it works. So when it's time to actually invest, you can do it if you want to. Now, if you do have a job, you can put money aside for a down payment when the time comes. However, if you can make more money with that money and I save it on the side and just park it there, the answer is grab that money, put it to work, invest it, make more money, and that will, when the time comes, you'll have money there either way. But don't just park your money for real estate in the future, because that money won't grow until that time comes. So for right now, I recommend 100% you learn about real estate if you're interested in it, okay? That's the point here. Now, number 4 is going out there and investing into your own business. I don't mean Amazon or Facebook. I mean creating your entire own business and running it from the ground up, okay? Now, tell me, how do I do this? The answer is, well, when you want to start a business, you're looking for 3 things. Something you like, something you're good at, and on top of that, something that can make you money. If it doesn't have those 3 categories right here, don't try it. You'll be miserable, you'll be broke, or for example, you won't really be good at it. So you'll actually go broke even faster. Now, the whole goal is this, guys. To find this out, you need to do 3 things. Again, education, you need to experiment, and on top of that, you need to keep trying either way, whether you fail or you don't fail, okay? So keep trying, keep adjusting, and that way you will succeed. For example, guys, okay, when I was around 13 years old, I started like a business with DVDs. I won't talk about it because it's illegal, but the point is I've been experimenting for a very long time on how to make money, and I tried those things out back then, and it made me money, and I kept trying new things out, and they also made me money. Now, there's also another guy, an extreme factor here. For example, guys, Michael Rubin started his entire business at age 16, and now he's worth at around $2.9 billion. So the earlier you start failing and trying different things out and looking for those, for example, I like it, okay, I'm good at it, and I also can make money from it. As long as you start doing this very early on, you will make a lot of money by age 18, and hopefully you won't need to go out there and try to get a job or go to college just to go to college because your parents said so, okay? The point is experiment and try different things out, and don't give up. Usually every business I do, guys, I give it like around 3 months. If it's really bad, I just stop. But if I give it usually around 18 months to try it out to see exactly how it works, and then if it doesn't work, I quit it and I'd be like, okay, let's start something new, okay? That's what I do. But before you try a business, guys, remember, learn about it, do the education on it first, and then you can start trying. By the way, if anything seems hard, guys, the point is because you don't have the education. And that's why number 5 here is actually start investing into education as soon as possible. Whether you're a teenager or an adult, whatever you are watching this video right here, the point is education is key to everything out there. So for right now, guys, I recommend 3 things, okay? Read a lot of books. Take action. On top of that, take seminars and courses and form a network of people, okay? And on top of that, number 3 is be very patient. For example, if you want to be a billionaire, notice that all those faces there on the Forbes list, they're all very old faces. So it's not like overnight they became billionaires. The answer is no. And by the way, when you form a circle of competent friends very early on, like very good, smart friends, it'll help you a ton by the time you reach 18. Because for example, guys, if you do have a very competent network of friends, you guys can come together and save up money and make investments very early on. But for example, if you were like me growing up, well, all my friends just cared about the same exact things, which back then was Call of Duty. And right now, I'm still searching for my network to form more competent friends to actually go out there and start investing, okay? That's the point. So the earlier you start, the better you'll be. But don't forget, be patient. And also, guys, comment down below and let me know which one of these 5 you're going to focus on. And I recommend any one that you do, focus on for a fact education and also your Roth IRA. Matter of fact, I recommend you do all of these in combination, and that way by the time you turn 18 years old, you will be like 10 years ahead of me, okay? That's the point right there. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video right here, like this video, and on top of that, start to hit the bell so you get notified. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, uno, just DM me on TommyBryson. And before I go, don't forget that video, for example, on how to make money as a teenager. Here it is. And on top, look at my face right here. Start turning around. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.